Hi everyone, it's Friday again, just like that. The weeks just seem to go so fast. One minute it's Monday and the next minute it's Friday again. It's really quite, yeah, I wish there was a button that you could press so that, you could just even stop it just for a little while and draw your breath, but sadly we can't. So yeah, I hope you've all had a good week. This is probably going to be a really, really short video today, I think. I haven't got a lot that I want to get off my chest or rant and rave about today. My muse has kind of disappeared again the last couple of days, which I find, as you know, really, really frustrating. But I just go with it. I just go with it. Sometimes, even if I can write a haiku, I'm happy with that. At least I've written something. It's when I can't write anything at all, then I tend to, I tend to go down the road of thinking that it has completely gone, which for me would just be like, I can't imagine it. So yeah, I think she boarded a plane at the beginning of the week. So yeah, she's lying on a beach somewhere. I do have a couple of, I think it's next week. Yeah, next week is the end of June. I think I have 2 publications coming out online. So I've got those coming out. I'm waiting on confirmation of another 2 submissions. One was for spell words and another one was for Masticadore Canada, which I already submitted to when they did the theme, which was men, and so I sent in them. I didn't send in them. I sent in some poems because the theme this time is women. So I'm waiting on these. I'm waiting on spell words. Since my muse has disappeared, I might try at the weekend, although I've still got these 2 other books which I need to review. But I need to read them first of all. I don't know, I'll see, I'll play it by ear, but I could make a start on possibly collating some of the poems which are going to go in the new collection. So today's poem is, and I'm reading it off my phone, and it is not a rough, obviously, it's a good copy, it's been through Grammarly, punctuated. Today's story would be, the poem is called No Tomorrow. So the story obviously would be there's no tomorrow. I think that we take a lot of things in life for granted. We think that people, particularly people, I think we take for granted. We think that they're always going to be there, and we take I don't think we appreciate things as much as we did years and years ago. I think we live now in a throwaway society, which as soon as it's broken, buy something new. Whereas years and years ago, when there wasn't so much technology around, please excuse my voice, I don't I have no idea. yeah, I think we very much live in a throwaway society now. So we don't appreciate what we've got. So I don't think we look after what we've got in terms of when we're using things like white goods, phones, da 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 da. Um, Again, these are just my personal perspectives. So tomorrow is, and we also take life itself for granted because we think that we're guaranteed to wake up tomorrow, which we're not. We're not. The only guarantee we have is this moment right now as I'm sitting here talking to you, and also change. These are the two constants, but tomorrow is not guaranteed, ever. So I am going to read this off my phone, and I'm going to, not because I was going to say I'm going to nip it at 10 minutes, and it's not because I don't want to make the video. It's basically, I know that in previous videos I've ran on when I've been ranting and raving about something that's really hacked me off. And I think it's like me when I go onto WordPress and I see a poem and it's like War and Peace. Drop me out. I don't want to read a poem that is War and Peace. I don't want to read a poem that is War and Peace. I like something I can read in, a minute, or even with a haiku. Haikus are really good because if you write a haiku properly, you can say something really, really powerful in 3 lines if you do it properly. But drop me out of anything that is War and Peace, I'm afraid. So yeah, I have made videos in the past, and I know that people's attention span after the first couple of minutes are like, probably you're like, get to the point. So I am going to read this poem, and I'm going to try and, that's 8 minutes now, tidy it up at 10. And I've lost it. Would you believe it? I've lost it. Right, okay. I've got it now. So this poem is called No Tomorrow. Someone knocked at my door earlier to tell me the news. There will be no tomorrow. Today was a gift, yet we wasted it by complaining about what we don't have. And so, the powers that be took matters into their own hands by revoking tomorrow. I hope you never had plans. Today was a gift we never unwrapped. Not fully, which is silly, because tomorrow had no guarantee attached. We presumed that all we had to do was rise with the sun. There ends the lesson. Why do we never appreciate anything until it's gone? And I think that says it all as well, that we don't appreciate things. We don't appreciate people. We treat people like commodities. And we don't appreciate them until they either pass away or they get fed up. So yeah, I think there's a saying that says something, and I'm not going to quote it properly, but I'm going to try. The world is in a mess because now, what is it? People are being used and things are being... You get the gist of it, don't you? You get the gist of it. I'm sorry I can't quote it properly, but people are being used and things are being loved. I think that's a quote. I could be wrong. So, I will be back on Monday. I hope you all have a good weekend. Sorry, before I go, I was going to go. So yesterday, Tina from All Things Pink and Possible had a live. I've not done a live. I'm not brave enough to do a live. Because it was her 1 year anniversary of being on YouTube. Tina is a beautifully kind-hearted person who has a wonderful channel. She speaks a lot about caring because she was as a caregiver. She also reads from the scriptures. She does so much for this community by trying to promote other channels, and she has 573 subscribers at the moment. If we could get her up to 600, I would be so happy for Tina, because she deserves it, because she is such a lovely person. And she's particularly... I first encountered Tina last year when I was bringing Pieces of Me out, and before the run-up to the release of Pieces of Me, I was not in a good place, and I was crying a lot, and I would come on here quite a number of times in a mess, and Tina was always the first one with a kind word, and she's just really lovely. I would like to thank the people that were on the live, the other people that were on in the live with me as guests of Tina, who subscribed to my channel. And if you did and I've not subscribed back to you, could you please drop your name in the comments so I can pay it back? And I will go just now. Do have a good weekend. Do look after yourselves. I don't know why my voice is so croaky. Maybe I should take up smoking again, and maybe it would sort it out. I did used to smoke, but now I use a vaporizer. See you on Monday. Thanks for being here. Take good care, and bye for now.